Hi everyone and welcome to Development Communication 208, which is Communication, Social Marketing, and Social Mobilization. My group was tasked to report Module 5, but then I will be focusing on the role of social marketing in behavior change. But before we proceed to our discussion, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I am Raquel Dayan Igama Ashment, and I will be your reporter for today. To begin with our discussion, let me go ahead and define what is social mobilization. So, social mobilization, according to McKee 1992, is that social mobilization doesn't concern itself much on attempting to bring about behavioral change by researching and communicating specific messages to specific intended audiences. Instead, it gives exclusive attention to building national consensus and carrying out a broad educational process through all possible channels. So when we speak about national consensus, it means to say that it is a generally accepted opinion, or it is generally accepted wider agreement from stakeholders, policymakers, private sectors, or organizers, and so on and so forth. In addition, the National Library of Medicine 2008 defined social mobilization as the process of bringing together allies to raise awareness of and demand for a particular program to assist in the delivery of resources and services, and to strengthen community participation for sustainability and self-reliance. In 1971, Philip Kotler, who is known as the father of modern marketing, and Gerald Zaltman, who is a professor emeritus from Harvard University Business School, they thought that social marketing can be used to describe marketing actions that could change social behavior. So according to them, social marketing is the design, implementation, and monitoring of programs designed to influence the acceptability of social ideas, and that embeds planning, pricing, communication, distribution, and marketing research considerations. Over time, social marketing had gained a global recognition. The process was so good that social marketers began to define social marketing as a program planning process that promotes voluntary behavior of target audience by delivering the benefits people want, and uses effective conviction to help motivate people to participate in a campaign. So if you are a social marketer, for instance, you lay down all the vital information to your target audiences and have them um, decide for themselves by giving them benefits and incentives which will motivate them to participate in your campaign. And then second, social marketing is the utilization of business promoting innovations intended to impact the willful practices of group of people to improve lives and achieve cultural prosperity. So if you are a social marketer, you can actually talk to companies where they have like a very good, for instance, this is just an example, okay? You can talk to companies who have modern farming machineries, okay? And then present that to the farmers. And also, you could also talk and make your own research if the farmers are willing, or if they have the capability and ability to adapt these modern farming techniques. Okay, so that is part of social marketing as well. Third is that social marketing can help identify if the campaign has been rejected, or if there is a need to adjust the campaign methods to achieve desired result. So some social marketing campaign is successful to other areas, but to some it's not. Why? Because every individual, every society, community has different influential factors. It could be internal, it could be external. Some have different cultural backgrounds, educational backgrounds, have Some have different cultural beliefs, values, and attitudes. Um, there's a lot of influential factors. And fourth, social marketing are a set of evidence-based and experience-based concepts and principles providing systematic approach to understand and modify behavior for social good. So if you are really a wise marketer, you use the information for for your social for your campaign to be successful. You use the information from your target audience's first-hand experiences because they know better and they know well, okay, and use those information you gathered to modify their behavior. Okay, so if we do all that, then we can achieve behavior change. So according to Mackenzie Moore and Schultz 2014, social marketers believe that in order to achieve a successful social marketing campaign, altering the internal and external factors of consumers, target audiences, choices, and actions can lead to possible transition. Okay? But here's the issue. The internal and external factors can also be the barriers for behavioral change. So here are the examples for internal and external factors. For internal factors, we have lack of knowledge or skills. So those are the internal factors that would affect behavior change. And for external factors, we have lack of infrastructures. Let's say, for example, TESDA is too far away from me. So, I don't have the means to travel. So that can be one of the influential factors why it's hard for me to, why your target audiences have a hard time in adapting new behaviors, okay, or learning new skills for their personal growth or personal development, okay. Other behavior change barriers are target audience disbelief and tendency to resist behavior change and continue with their current lifestyle or habits. So some Filipino let's say it this way. Some Filipinos, not all, some, okay, would say, okay, dito na ako mamamatay. Dito ako pinanganak, dito ako mamamatay. So meaning to say, some people are not open-minded. So some people are closed-minded and they're not willing to listen or adapt new behaviors, okay? And then the second is competition from other social marketers who offer similar or alternative products. Let's say, for example, if you are campaigning for tobacco products and that your target audiences are already willing to stop smoking, but here comes a competition or a competitor, okay, competition from other people, okay, offering vape products. So those can be considered as barriers for behavior change. And third is influenced by people's environments, habits, abilities, and attitudes. So I already discussed this one. But in turn, these behaviors alter the environment and can be learned and socially transmitted. So when I was studying this report, I am concerned because I have children, and if we behave differently in front of our children, they copy it, okay? They mimic our behavior. And that I realized that behavior can be socially transmitted. So it is important for us, if we are also a social marketer advocating for a social good, we have to be mindful of our behaviors as well. And fourth, people often do not change their behavior even though they know they should and why they should do it. So people, I would not say they are ignorant, but then people would rather choose to ignore informations or behaviors that could help their development. So not over time, sorry, that's not the word. So when I was doing my research, I come up with something really good, that behavior change is not actually an overnight process. Behavior change is actually an iterative process, meaning to say that iterative process is is a cycle of repeated steps until a desired goal or result is achieved. So, meaning to say that behavior change, it should be done over and over again. Okay, so it's not a one-time process. It's a gradual process and should be done over and over again for us to um, have a better result or achieve the desired result. Okay, so how to achieve behavior change? So Alan Andreasen in Marketing Social Change proposes a three-pronged approach called as SISDED, which means first, superior exchange, which means the benefits of the change outweigh the cost in the target audience minds. Example, job placement, free food products, certificates, offering a bonus, providing psychological support. So if you really wanted your target audiences to change their behavior, you also matched it with superior exchange. So you don't give them lollipops, or you don't give them one piece of candy. Give them something really good. Let's say, for example, give them ice cream, or I would give you Jansport, right, for 1980s kids, right, or 1990s kids. Or I would say I will give you 1,000 worth of um, load, you know, uh, I would say TM products, or I would say low products, right? And then second, socially desirable. So the new behavior is seen as socially acceptable and supported by those whose opinion matters to the target audience. Example, choose respected community leader and members as spokesperson. So it is easier for our target audiences to change their behaviors if those who they think are respectable in their community, like let's say for example barangay captain or tribal leader. And then third is easily done. So the target audience has the skills to adopt the new behavior and can accomplish it with a minimum of hassle, logistical problems, or unnecessary extra steps. So I would say it this way. You as a social marketer, you develop a social marketing campaign that is easy for your target audiences to follow. I would say baby steps, all right? So because when your target audiences sense that your campaign is too complex for them to follow, why follow? It's just a waste of time, right? And then lastly, pre-test. You should pre-test what you've come up with to make sure that you've understood your research correctly and that your target audience will respond to your plans. Once you've confirmed your plan or made the necessary changes to make it work, your social marketing campaign is ready to roll. So I have one example of one of the successful social marketing campaign in the Philippines, which is the Bida Solusyon sa COVID-19. So Bida Solusyon sa COVID-19 is a campaign that is nationwide campaign that simplifies the citizen's task into 4 letters, which is Bida, meaning to say hero, right? And it encourages Filipinos to take an active role in the fight against the common enemy, which is the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, right? So as you can see, this is actually a poster, and they present the information using an actor, which is Alden Richard. I hope I'm correct. And that the information is really simple. It's easy to follow. And then also the poster resonates comics. So as we all know, comics, it entails, stories about superheroes and how they fought their enemies and then come out victoriously, right? And then for the end of to end my discussion, I would like you to watch this short video from Mount St. Mary's University, where the guest speaker talk about the role of social marketing in behavioral change. And then um, I wanted to listen to all of you guys and what are your thoughts and your ideas about, social marketing in behavioral and its a role in behavioral change. So I will see you around. And again, this is your reporter, Raquel Bayan Ashman. Have a great day. Bye.
Hi, I'm Sid Maubert, marketing professor, and I'm here to talk to you today about an area of marketing that you may not be familiar with, called social marketing. Now, you may be saying, oh, social marketing, that's that Facebook and Twitter stuff. But actually, while those may be tools that a social marketer uses, Facebook and Twitter are not part of social marketing. So what is social marketing? Social marketing is all about behavioral change, getting people to change their individual behavior so that it benefits society as a whole. Research has shown in order for us to be successful with social marketing, we need to take a holistic approach to a social marketing campaign. In order to do that, that means we need to rely on not only the traditional 4 Ps of marketing, but also an additional 4 Ps that are incumbent with the social marketing process. So let's take a look at what these 4 Ps might be. The first P is publics. If we were looking at the American obesity epidemic and we were identifying publics, we might perhaps reach out to people like, for example, healthcare providers and getting them on board to help with our social marketing campaign. The second P would be partnerships. Partnerships are important because they help us maybe get the word out. We might reach out to radio stations or television stations for public service announcements. The third is policy. What kind of policy do we need to help bring about behavioral change for the long run? And finally, purse strings. The reason that this is key to social marketing is because social marketers don't derive income directly from their target audience. They have to seek funding from other places. So a social marketer might look to get a grant or maybe a corporate sponsorship to help them with their social marketing campaign. So the next time you hear the word social marketing, I hope you think the same thing that I think. Social marketing is a better way to bring about a better world through better people.